our VVIPs into the hall.
Bos. Bos. Siapa bos? Iya oke bos, nah.
We are pleased to announce the arrival of His Excellency.
Bos, 𝗟𝗚𝗩𝗚𝗡 ya bos. 𝗟𝗚𝗩𝗚𝗡. Same. Same. Take a slow train.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are pleased to announce the arrival of His Excellency Mr. 𝗟𝗚𝗩𝗘, High Commissioner of India to Malaysia. We also welcome YB Senator 𝗟𝗚𝗩𝗘𝗔𝗠𝗜𝗡𝗚, Deputy Minister of National Unity Malaysia. And now, ladies and gentlemen, announcing the arrival of our chief guest, His Excellency 𝗟𝗚𝗪𝗏𝗡, Honorable Minister of State for External Affairs and Textiles, Government of
Family
India.
from my place is coming here.
We are deeply honored by his presence this evening. Ladies and gentlemen, kindly remain seated, kindly remain standing for the national anthem of Malaysia, followed by the national anthem of India.
Thank you.
Please be seated. Ladies and gentlemen, a very good evening once again. My name is 𝗟𝗚𝗪𝗏𝗡𝗚, and I have the great honor of being your MC for this prestigious occasion tonight, the 3rd PIO Day Malaysia Inauguration 2025. This evening, we gather in celebration of the achievements, identity, and global unity of the persons of Indian origin, a vibrant and inspiring diaspora that continues to make its mark across the globe. We are truly honored to have with us today esteemed dignitaries and honored guests whose presence adds significance to this momentous celebration. To mark the beginning of tonight's celebration, we present a vibrant cultural offering that reflects the gaze and depth of Indian classical dance. Please welcome the talented performance from 𝗟𝗓𝗏 Fine Arts presenting 𝗟𝗓𝗏𝗡𝗚 under the esteemed guidance of teacher Srimati Mohanapiriya Govindapillai.
கற்றிருக்கும் கலைக்கு உயிர் கொடுக்கும் கலைஞரின் முயற்சி மிகப்பெரிய சவால். 𝗟𝗓𝗏 நுண்கலை மையத்தின் இயக்குனர் மோகனப்பிரியா கோவிந்த் பிள்ளை தெரிவித்தார்.
After school or it's school.
School,
Proper
stands
school.
standard.
Until 6th standard.
After 6 onwards, you have
It's a national technical school.
English is also
National
there.
school? Yeah, English is taught as a subject.
But after 6 there is option.
Option.
Only coming
Thank you for the vibrant performance, 𝗟𝗓𝗏 Fine Arts. Ladies and gentlemen, before we move on, allow me to share a brief introduction of 𝗟𝗏𝗡, the global organization of people of Indian origin. 𝗟𝗏𝗡 is an international network that brings together individuals of Indian origin from across the globe to collaborate, celebrate, and contribute to the progress of the global Indian community. Founded with the vision of connecting the diaspora beyond borders, 𝗟𝗏𝗡 promotes cultural exchange, economic engagement, and grassroots development through its many chapters worldwide. Let us now take a moment to look back at the journey of 𝗟𝗏𝗡, a platform connecting Indian communities across borders through culture, leadership, and service. Please direct your attention to the screen for the official video presentation.
In every corner of the world, over 30 million people of Indian origin carry a shared heritage and an unstoppable spirit. Since 1989, the Global Organization of People of Indian Origin, 𝗟𝗏𝗡, has united our diaspora as one global community. Our biennial international conventions gather PIOs and NRIs worldwide, sparking ideas, partnerships, and a powerful network for progress. Through the 𝗟𝗏𝗡 International Excellence Awards, we celebrate outstanding entrepreneurs and professionals, role models who light the way for the next generation to arise, awake, and achieve. Our academic forum nurtures new thinking and knowledge sharing, shaping policies and empowering young minds. Education and training are the cornerstones of our mission, from digital upskilling and professional training to scholarships for higher education in India. Through the PIO Diaspora Scholarships, we help students dream bigger. The PIO Youth Council connects our young leaders, empowering them to shape a future rooted in unity and opportunity. Our rich cultural heritage, music, dance, language, and arts is the heartbeat of the PIO identity. 𝗟𝗏𝗡 keeps these traditions alive, celebrating diversity while nurturing a shared soul that spans generations and continents. Our business conferences and the Malaysia-India Investment Forum open doors for mutual growth. By mobilizing financial, intellectual, and professional resources, we strengthen PIO entrepreneurship, building a resilient, thriving community. Beyond conventions and conferences, 𝗟𝗏𝗡 reaches out, providing healthcare, shelter, disaster relief, and community support for those who need it most. together, we uplift, rebuild, and grow stronger, proving that our real strength lies in caring for each other. Think global, act local, together as one. Join 𝗟𝗚𝗙𝗚𝗚 International and be part of a global family that awakens, arises, and achieves for generations to come.
To deliver the welcome address, I now invite Mr. 𝗟𝗚𝗩𝗚𝗡𝗔𝗠𝗜𝗡, President of 𝗟𝗚𝗎𝗚 Malaysia, to the stage.
So this is Dato' 𝗟𝗚𝗩𝗚𝗡𝗔𝗠𝗜𝗡, President of Federation of Indian Chambers of Commerce and Investment. Welcome to Malaysia.
Can you hear? Yeah, now better. Okay. Welcome, namaskar, namaste, selamat sejahtera. To our chief guest, yang berhormat Senator Saraswati, Deputy Minister, Ministry of Unity, Government of Malaysia, Honorable Sri 𝗟𝗚𝗙𝗚𝗚𝗡, Minister of State for Government, Minister of State for External Affairs and Textiles, Government of India, also chief guest, Mr. B.N., our Excellency Mr. B.N. Reddy, High Commissioner of India to Malaysia, Excellency Sri 𝗟𝗚𝗡𝗚𝗡𝗚𝗡, Secretary, East Ministry of External Affairs, India, His Excellency Sri 𝗟𝗏𝗡𝗚𝗡𝗠𝗡 Banerjee, Joint Secretary, Diaspora Engagement, Dr. Ponusamy, President 𝗟𝗚𝗎 International, Mr. Ravindran, Secretary 𝗟𝗚𝗎 International, and to all the NGO leaders. I believe we have almost 30 NGOs present here. If not all of them, some of the leaders are here, will be facilitated later. Dear Excellency, Malaysia alone hosts over 3 million people of Indian origin, making it the second largest. I think it's a known fact. We serve as cultural ambassadors, trade facilitators, and goodwill ambassadors, strengthening India's soft power and fostering bilateral relations in significant way. In the academic conference just now, Excellency, we were talking about Malaysia tilting towards China. There was an academician said, out of 1 to 10, Malaysia is already like 8. So I think India has lost that need to come back. 𝗟𝗚𝗎𝗚 is playing their part to balance this act, because it will be dangerous if the country is dependent on one country like China. I think we have to act. We are doing all our best to bring back Malaysia in glory days when they will have a very good relationship with India. The third PIO day has significantly increased our value proposition with the continuous support, not only morally but financially too. For this, I would like to thank His Excellency Mr. B.N. Reddy and his team for supporting our PIO day, especially the academic conference. This is the third day. The first day when we mooted the idea with Excellency, he was immediately told us, Guna, please go ahead. This is very much needed. So we went ahead, and then with this blessing and support, with of course with the MEA support, we are doing the third one, and we're going to be a continuous journey. The value proposition that we are talking here is the annual academic conference. Just now we briefed you, Excellency, which has garnered enthusiastic support from the High Commission of India in Kuala Lumpur is a testament to our commitment to fostering dialogue, collaboration and knowledge exchange within this community. This is very much needed, Excellency, because not much work has been done for the PIO community in this country, and 𝗟𝗑𝗩𝗚 has put this idea, and we will of course collaborate with any association that would like to work with us. This event provides a platform to highlight issues faced by our diaspora, showcase their success and explore avenues for future engagement, especially for the youth. We would like to thank for Mr. 𝗟𝗏𝗡𝗔𝗠𝗜𝗡 for officiating the conference with speech with many relevant information for us to follow up this morning. The second edition of PIO study journal that will be launched later is another testament of producing value-based output. It is not an easy journey, Excellency. A lot of academicians have put their time and money. Most of them voluntarily they have putting the, to produce this journal. It will be a yearly journal. The second edition will be launched later. In alignment with this vision articulated by Honorable Prime Minister of India, Shri Narendra Modi ji, and the initiative undertaken by the Ministry of External Affairs, MEA, 𝗟𝗑𝗩𝗚 Malaysia remains dedicated to supporting policies that recognize and amplify the role of our diaspora. We believe that comprehensive understanding of their needs, aspiration and contribution is essential for crafting effective policies that promote their well-being and harness their full potential. So far, our High Commission has said, didn't say no to whatever request. It has well received. I would like to thank MEA for whatever support that has been given so far. In this context, I humbly urge the Government of India to prioritize the following two areas. This is my humble request. To enhance research and data collection, establish systematic research initiative to better understand and demographic, socio-economic profiles and contribution of the Indian diaspora, especially for Malaysia and Southeast Asia. The main reason of PIO Day, Excellency, lately we saw that Delhi's attention on Southeast Asia is not much. So we wanted India, especially Delhi side, to look at us. Because being South Indian and Tamil majority, we stop at Chennai or Madras while before. We don't go beyond that. So that is one of the reasons we want to really engage with Delhi so that we can come up with roadmaps and initiative to come up with many activities for the PIOs. This is another request which has been earlier there, I'm not sure. Establishment of dedicated Ministry for Overseas Affairs, Indian Affairs. It has been there, I don't know for whatever reason it has been taken, has been merged with the MEA. We are 35 million population, Excellency. So a dedicated ministry is needed. Otherwise, it's going to be very difficult. By looking at future, we may reach 40 million or 50 million population, maybe another 10 years time. So it's very needed to create specialized ministry of focus solely on the needs of our overseas Indian communities. This will streamline the policy making, resource allocation, program implementation. It will also symbolize India's recognition of the diaspora as an integral part of our national identity. In conclusion, I reiterate the importance of acknowledging and supporting our overseas Indian community through dedicated policies, initiatives and institutional frameworks. By doing so, we will not only empower our diaspora, but also reinforce India's position as a proactive, inclusive and globally engaged nation. Thank you for your kind attention and unwavering support. Together, let us work towards a future where our diaspora potential is fully realized India's global footprint continues to expand. Thank you. Nandri Vanakkam.
Thank you, Mr. Gunasekaran. Now, we invite His Excellency Mr. B.N. Reddy, High Commissioner of India to Malaysia, to deliver his address.
Terima kasih. Thank you, Madam Darshana, the MC for the evening. Yang Berhormat Senator 𝗟𝗓𝗏𝗡𝗚, Honorable Minister of National Unity of Government of Malaysia, His Excellency 𝗟𝗓𝗏𝗡𝗚, Honorable Minister of State for External Affairs and Textiles, His Excellency Mr. P. Kumaran, Secretary from the Ministry of External Affairs, my dear friend Dr. Ponnuswamy, President of GoPIO International, Mr. Gunasekaran, President GoPIO Malaysia, Mr. 𝗟𝗏𝗪𝗏𝗡𝗚, Secretary General of GoPIO International, and also Dato B. Sahadevan, MD of the NLFCS, Dato Thamizselvam, President of the Federation of Indian Chambers of Commerce and Industry in Malaysia, Dato Vicky, this is Vigneshwaran, Principal Consultant, I think SMR Malaysia Group, Dr. Subramaniam, President, Malaysian Association of Indian University Graduates, good to see you, sir. My Joint Secretary, Diaspora Engagement, Ankan Banerjee, my Deputy High Commissioner, of course we also have Joint Secretary here, Mr. Anand Prakash, Deputy High Commissioner, Subhash Narayanan, Councillor Roches, Sukanya, then my two First Secretaries, Rajesh and Dr. Vivekanand, very distinguished leaders of the Malaysian Indian community who are present in the room. I can actually name many of you, but paucity of time allow me to move forward. Tan Sri, Puan Sri, Dato, Datin, ladies and gentlemen, Vanakkam, Namaskar, Selamat Petang, dan Salam Sejahtera. It is indeed an honor to have the presence of YB Senator 𝗟𝗓𝗏𝗡𝗚, Honorable Deputy Minister of National Unity, and His Excellency 𝗟𝗏𝗪𝗏𝗡𝗚, Honorable Minister of State for External Affairs and Textiles, at the inauguration of this third PIO Day, Malaysia, which we call in India as the third 𝗟𝗏𝗪𝗏𝗪𝗏 Divas. And in these celebrations, it is indeed heartening to have such very distinguished leaders from both India and Malaysia. On behalf of the High Commission of India and Government of India, we convey our deep appreciation and also congratulations to GoPIO Malaysia and GoPIO International for hosting this third consecutive PIO Day with such great passion and dedication, and for sustaining this important annual tradition since 2023. As you all know, the first ever PIO Day of Malaysia was held in June 2023, second one in September 2024. These two are, in our view, are very important milestones in building the closer diaspora relations between India and Malaysia. Today, friends, as said by my good friend Guna, Malaysia holds a very special distinction, which is being the second country in the world after Mauritius to host a PIO Day or a 𝗟𝗏𝗪𝗏𝗪𝗏 Divas on its own soil, that is Malaysia. This, in our view, is also a recognition not just of Malaysia's historic and vibrant Indian origin population, but also of the unique strength of the people-to-people bonds that define the India-Malaysia relationship. The PIO celebrations held over the last 2 years, coupled with the PIO international festivals, which have been very strongly supported by diverse Malaysian Indian community organizations. These have etched memorable milestones in the history of PIOs in Malaysia. It enables showcasing the diverse culture, history, arts and traditions of PIOs in Malaysia. In a sense, the PIO Day marks a significant stride in honoring the heritage and accomplishments, paving the way for continued recognition of enduring contributions of very important persons of Indian origin in Malaysia itself. From the plantations of the colonial era to the boardrooms, universities and public offices of Government of Malaysia, as well as the state governments today, the Indian origin community is making an indelible mark on Malaysia's story. The resilience and rootedness in Indian culture have been the profound dimensions of Indian diaspora in Malaysia. Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, the presence of Honorable Minister of State of External Affairs and Textiles, 𝗟𝗓𝗩𝗘𝗔𝗠𝗜𝗡 in Malaysia has provided us to widen our opportunities, India's opportunities in engaging not just in the bilateral front, but also at the ASEAN level as well as in the larger Indo-Pacific region. In fact, Honorable Minister of State of External Affairs has just concluded a very, I would say, intense 2 days of engagements under the ASEAN, which is the ASEAN India, as well as ASEAN related meetings, including the ASEAN Regional Forum, as well as the East Asia Summit Foreign Ministers meeting over the last 2 days. In fact, as you all know, Malaysia, the current chair of ASEAN this year, has very efficiently and effectively organized the 2-day event, and I think we are very grateful for the extremely good hospitality that has been provided to the Indian delegation. So, in fact, this is the 4th visit from India at the ministerial level after the visit of Honorable Prime Minister of Malaysia, Yang Amat Berhormat Dato Sri Anwar Ibrahim, that was into India in the last August. In a sense, Malaysia as the chair of ASEAN has indeed been a key partner in India's Act East policy and Indo-Pacific vision of India. Honorable Minister of State for External Affairs, 𝗟𝗓𝗩𝗘𝗔𝗠𝗜𝗡, sir, your presence in the wider ASEAN context is also reflective of the enormous potential that the PIO communities in the region, and particularly so in Malaysia, for them to serve as connectors of opportunity, be it in education, tourism, healthcare, trade or technology. I wish to make a very special mention about the pioneering role of PIO Academic Forum, led by my very good friend Prof. Ravichandran, in advancing scholarly engagement with the global PIO experience by bringing together academics and researchers to facilitate cross-disciplinary studies and comparative analysis that enrich global diaspora scholarship. In fact, the first ever PIO journal was launched not very long ago, last year, and we just heard that we will soon be having the 2nd edition of the PIO journal. This journal, in our view, is a peer-reviewed publication focused exclusively on the lived realities, challenges and contributions of PIO communities worldwide. This journal, I'm sure, will fill a critical gap in diaspora literature by offering space for evidence-based studies and thought-provoking essays that bridge academia, policy and practice. With this, Honorable Sir, Minister of State for External Affairs, today he had the opportunity to meet the PIO Academic Forum just before this event. In fact, our Minister has been briefed about the outcomes of the first PIO Academic Conference that was held earlier today. Positioned in Malaysia, and I'm very confident the PIO Forum in a uniquely placed position will lead the global efforts in institutionalizing PIO studies as a vital academic field. Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, before I conclude, I wish to personally thank Young Berhormat Senator Saraswati Kandaswamy Madam for your presence today. I think it is truly reflective of Government of Malaysia's recognition of PIO Day, Malaysia, as an important event in our, when I say our, it is India-Malaysia diaspora engagement. Thank you, Madam. I once again take this opportunity to thank GoPio Malaysia, GoPio International, and a very important partner organization which Mr. Guna little while ago mentioned, over 30 of them who are present in this room, for hosting the 3rd PIO Day Malaysia, and also to the stellar efforts of PIO Academic Forum in promoting the global diaspora scholarship. I also place on record my own deep appreciation to my High Commission team led by the Deputy High Commissioner 𝗟𝗓𝗓𝗡𝗚 and Councillor 𝗟𝗧𝗥𝗘𝗔𝗠𝗜𝗓 for coordinating this event and making it happen in a very short notice. Thank you very much. Terima kasih. Vanakkam. Nandri.
Thank you, Your Excellency. Ladies and gentlemen, we now welcome YB Senator Puan 𝗟𝗓𝗓𝗡𝗚, Deputy Minister of National Unity Malaysia, to the stage for her speech.
Thank you, MC. Honorable Sri 𝗟𝗓𝗓𝗡𝗚, Minister of State for External Affairs and Textiles, Government of India, His Excellency Mr. B.N. Reddy, High Commissioner of India to Malaysia, distinguished guests, distinguished delegations from Ministry of External Affairs, Government of India, representatives from Malaysian government agencies, presidents and representatives over 30 sub-ethnic Indian organizations, esteemed guests, members of the media, ladies and gentlemen, salam sejahtera, salam perpaduan, salam Malaysia Madani, vanakkam, namaste. Ladies and gentlemen, it gives me immense pleasure to join all of you this evening at the inaugural dinner of the 3rd People of Indian Origin PIO Day Malaysia 2025. This occasion is not only a celebration of identity and culture, but also a significant reminder of the strength that lies in unity amidst diversity. As the Deputy Minister of Unity, I must begin by affirming that unity among the people of Indian origin community is not just important, it is imperative. In Malaysia's multiracial society, the Indian community contributes immensely to our nation's social and cultural fabric. Within this community exists a beautiful mosaic of over 30 sub-ethnic groups, including Tamil, Telugu, Malayali, Punjabi, Sindhi, Gujarati, and many others, alongside NRIs from various states of India. Ladies and gentlemen, events like PIO Day serves as a living testament to the spirit of unity, where cultural differences are not obstacles but strength. This evening beautifully reflects how various sub-ethnic Indian communities can come together with shared purpose, mutual respect, and cultural pride. It aligns perfectly with the Ministry of Unity's national agenda under Rukun Madani, fostering inclusion, compassion, and understanding across ethnic, linguistic, and religious backgrounds. I'm particularly heartened by the emphasis placed on youth involvement in this year's PIO Day celebration. The future of our culture, language, and heritage rests on the shoulders of the next generation. Without their engagement, our cultural legacy risks fading. By integrating youth-centric programs, this event ensures that the continuity of identity is secured for generations to come. Preserving our languages, traditional practices, and ancestral wisdom is not an act of nostalgia. It is a national imperative, and it is only through youth empowerment, education, and meaningful participation that this preservation become sustainable and impactful. But there is another important segment of the PIO. that is the women, empowerment of women. I would like to state that for the benefit of His Excellency, I was the first Indian woman to be appointed as the chairman of government agency, and that was PTPK, Perbadanan Tabung Pembangunan Kemahiran, which is a National Skill Development Fund, which managed fund to the tune of 1 billion. So I was the first Indian woman. And I'm the first Indian Deputy Minister, PIO, Indian Women PIO, I can describe myself. But I can't take pride in being the first women chairman of a GLC or first woman deputy president if I'm the first and the last. There must be women empowerment. That is something that the PIO leaders, organizations, especially like 𝗟𝗚𝗙𝗚𝗡, must stand in solidarity with the women in all aspects, be it political or business, entrepreneurship, SME, because as we all know, if a woman is empowered, the family is empowered. But if women are empowered in a society, the society itself is empowered. So empowering PIO women will bring a drastic change in the mindset. There would be a recognizable change in the Malaysian Indian PIO. So I'm making this as an appeal to all the organizations, PIO organizations present here, the leaders. I think this is the right forum for me to stress this. Please give enough of support, empower the women for the better future of Malaysian Indian origins. Madani government remains deeply committed to the inclusive development of all communities, including the Malaysian Indian population. Our policies are focused on creating equitable opportunities in education, the economy, and cultural empowerment. Earlier, there was a short briefing by Professor 𝗟𝗓𝗏𝗏 of how the great Indian minds are getting together under the leadership of 𝗟𝗚𝗙𝗚𝗡 to draw a framework or a landscape for the future of the PIO, Malaysian Indian origins. And I also saw the theme for PIO, I think that's Malaysian PIO's theme, think global, act local. But being part of the Malaysian administration, I would like to tweak a little bit on the theme, think local, act globally. Think local, I'm making this appeal to the professors, like Professor 𝗟𝗏𝗏𝗏, I got your name correct, I suppose? Okay. And Dato' 𝗟𝗏𝗏𝗏 is here, and many others. We need your guidance, we need your support, because we have been talking a lot of the challenges faced by the people of Indian origin in Malaysia. Earlier we saw at the exhibition, the first arrival of Indian migrants during the colonial era was 1786. But we still have a sizable Malaysians who are Indian origin but are stateless. So that is a fact that should prick everybody's heart. How is it that even after 68 years of independence, Malaysian independence, we can still afford to have a sizable Malaysian Indian community stateless. And there have been thousands who have lived, who were born, but left the soil without even leaving a trace of their presence on this soil. So what is it that I'm expecting from the academics present here? We were able to find a simple solution for that. This government was able to find a simple solution because what persisted for the past 68 years was this wrong bureaucracy. So when a wrong bureaucracy, or where there's been a request to produce certificate of origin when they are born in Malaysia, since 1786 they have been here. So these are the things that should be identified and raised and addressed there and then, so that we can end this nonsensical bureaucracy which has affected and impacted sizable number of Malaysian Indian origins. So we have identified that, we have removed those bureaucracies, we have simplified the applications, and we aim to end the statelessness by end of next year. There should be no single Malaysian Indian born in this country long before the independence with this identification of stateless. So this is where organizations, PIO organizations, members of the PIO, 𝗟𝗡𝗙𝗚𝗚 organization, leaders of different organizations to come together, put your mind and analyze where the problem lies. That is what is needed. Secondly, I can say Dr. Sahadevan is here, the MD of National Land Finance. Government has been announcing various initiatives. Not now, all the administrations, previous administrations have also been announcing various initiatives, government initiatives, and disbursing funds for the Indians. But we have forgotten our roots. Majority of the Indians in Malaysia were brought in as immigrant workers in their states. But little that we knew that the estate workers were not allowed to register for any of these initiatives under the 𝗟𝗏𝗡 scheme. There is no reason for it. So we have failed to realize that all the government initiatives in the past have not reached the people who are still living in the estate, working as estate laborers. How did this happen? We have just allowed it to exist, and we have been maybe complacent in not wanting to understand why, where, who are the beneficiaries. So recently when I came across this, I raised it with the implementation coordination unit. That restriction has been lifted after 17 years. So we have lost out for 17 years. The estate workers have lost out benefits that they could have derived, the benefits that they could have benefited from the government initiatives. So these are the simple things that we need to think local, understand the challenges, come up with the proper solution suggestions, proper framework of frame the solutions, and we in the government, it is our duty to take it up to the right ministries or the right people. So this is how the PIO and the government can now form a partnership. I'm appealing again to all the associations present here. We form a partnership, come up with solutions, bring it to us with proper analysis, proper research, so that we would be able to resolve issues or problems faced by the Malaysian Indians for decades. So, coming back to the Ministry of Unity continues to work collaboratively with various ministries, as I mentioned earlier, and grassroots organizations to ensure that no one is left behind. Platforms like PIO Day serves as meaningful bridges to reinforce unity, solidarity in our plural society. I would like to take this opportunity to commend 𝗟𝗑𝗩𝗚 International and 𝗟𝗑𝗩𝗚 Malaysia for your strategic partnership with Government of India through the High Commission of India in Kuala Lumpur. Your continuous efforts in organizing cultural, academic, youth and heritage-based initiatives, I wanted you all to include women empowerment as well, every year, is truly commendable and have not gone unnoticed. The engagement between our two governments, bolstered by vibrant civil society organizations like 𝗟𝗑𝗩𝗚, will only continue to deepen the warm, historical and people-to-people ties between Malaysia and India. These collaborations not only enrich our bilateral relations, but also provide meaningful platforms for the diaspora to flourish. Ladies and gentlemen, let me take this opportunity to express my sincere appreciation to 𝗟𝗑𝗩𝗚 Malaysia and all partner organizations for your vision, dedication and commitment in organizing the 3rd PIO Day Malaysia 2025. And I also hope that you will take into account of my appeals, my requests in my speech earlier. I'm confident that the series of programs planned will go a long way in reinforcing our cultural pride, promoting social harmony, and celebrating unity in diversity. Let us all continue to work together to build a stronger, more inclusive and united Malaysia, a nation where every culture is respected, every identity is celebrated, and every citizen has a rightful place. Terima kasih, nandri, vanakkam.
Thank you, YB. Ladies and gentlemen, it is my honor to now invite our chief guest, His Excellency Sri 𝗟𝗑𝗔𝗠𝗜𝗡 Margarita, Honorable Minister of State for External Affairs and Textiles, Government of India, to deliver the inaugural address.
Namaskar, vanakkam, good afternoon. When I was coming to attend this program, my colleague people told me your half jacket is too colorful. I don't think it will suit a formal occasion like this. But coming here, seeing the vibrant people of Indian origin here in Malaysia, seeing their attire from the first row to the last row, you are much more colorful. So, Her Excellency Senator 𝗟𝗓𝗓𝗏𝗟𝗔𝗠𝗜𝗡, Deputy Minister of National Unity, Mr. Gunasekharan Sri Rangan, President of 𝗟𝗑𝗩𝗚 Malaysia, Dr. 𝗚𝗏𝗡𝗠𝗠𝗡, President 𝗟𝗑𝗩𝗚 International, Mr. Ravindran Arjunan, Secretary General 𝗟𝗑𝗩𝗚 International, Mr. Gopalkrishnan Kolandai, General Secretary 𝗟𝗑𝗩𝗚 Malaysia, our secretaries, my colleague Kumaranji, High Commissioner, another colleague of mine, Sri B.N. Reddyji, and we have a very strong delegation, including our family members, members of the High Commission, and our team MEA, eminent representatives from the various socio-cultural organizations, brothers and sisters of Indian diaspora in Malaysia, friends from media, ladies and gentlemen, once again, namaskar, vanakkam. It's my really absolute pleasure to once again visit the vibrant city of Kuala Lumpur for a second time during the past 3 months. I had visited this beautiful country in April this year to participate in ASEAN India Tourism Professionals Exchange Initiative pioneered by my home state of Assam in Northeast, and the part of the celebration of ASEAN India Year of Tourism 2025. Since then, Kuala Lumpur has struck a warm emotional chord in my heart. Today, it is truly my utmost honor to participate in the inauguration of this third edition of the Persons of Indian Origin Day of 𝗟𝗓𝗡𝗔𝗠𝗜𝗡 celebrations in Malaysia, organized by 𝗟𝗓𝗡𝗙𝗪𝗡 Malaysia. I bring to you warm greetings for the government and the people of India, and of course from our Honorable Prime Minister, Param Adarniya Pradhan Mantri Narendra Modi ji, and our External Affairs Minister Adarniya 𝗟𝗟𝗏𝗏 ji. Param Adarniya Narendra Modi ji, who always champions the cause for the global Indian community with immense pride and deep commitment. During his just concluded visit to Trinidad and Tobago last week, Honorable Prime Minister Modi ji had hailed the Indian diaspora for their resilience, cultural richness, and their role of shaping their adopted country, in that case, Trinidad and Tobago, and here, of course, Malaysia. Ladies and gentlemen, I assure you on behalf of the both government and the people of India that Malaysia, with its vibrant and dynamic Indian origin population, holds a very special place in our hearts, in the hearts of 1.4 billion Indians. It is here that one of the oldest overseas Indian communities continues to flourish and contribute to every facet of the Malaysian society, from politics to education to business, law, medicine, and the arts. And I take the opportunity to thank to the performing artists, the dancers. Really, their performance was mesmerizing. And this has been possible because of your constant hand-holding and your support and your inspiration. And I thank all the girls especially. Malaysia has the second largest PIO community and the third largest Indian diaspora in the world. I thank the Honorable Minister of Digital of Malaysia, His Excellency 𝗟𝗓𝗪𝗡𝗅 for leading the Malaysian contingent to the 𝗟𝗓𝗡𝗪𝗡 Diwas held in Bhubaneswar, Odisha earlier this year. This is reflective of the deep bonds of historical connect between the two great nations. I'm happy to learn that Malaysia, the second largest foreign professionals and expatriates hail from India and number over 25,000. We take immense pride in their enormous success and appreciate and congratulate them for their remarkable contribution to securing the prosperity of this nation. I thank Government of Malaysia for their support to the Indian nationals. In this context, I'm reminded of the inspiring words of Honorable Prime Minister Sri Narendra Modi ji during his address to the Indian diaspora in Kuala Lumpur back in 2015, when he had empathetically stated that, I quote, "You are the living bones of friendship between India and Malaysia. You reflect a link between India and Malaysia that is as ancient as our land," I end quote. These words of praise for Indian community in Malaysia have remained just as true even today. The Indian diaspora in Malaysia is not just a bridge between the two nations. it is also a strong, enduring pillar that has supported and enriched bilateral ties between India and Malaysia. I congratulate them for preserving and cherishing our shared traditions through language, cuisine, festivals, and arts, all of which are showcased so beautifully during the ongoing PIO Day celebration, with the principal objective of reinforcing the deep ties that bind our two nations. I also appreciate the effort of our organizers for the beautiful this exhibition. We have got the opportunity to witness even 100-year-old documents, photograph. Thanks, you have preserved your memory in heart. Ladies and gentlemen, you are all aware that after the state visit of Honorable Prime Minister of Malaysia, His Excellency 𝗟𝗓𝗡𝗚 to India in August last year, our bilateral relations have been elevated to comprehensive strategic partnership. Just few days ago, our Prime Minister of our two countries once again met in Brazil on the sidelines of the BRICS summit. Our leadership is determined to widen the bilateral collaboration from traditional areas of cooperation to new and emerging domains, such as digital technologies, including AI, startups, fintech, and green energy. As we enter the second decade of India's Act East policy from this year, Malaysia, as a key member of the ASEAN, would be our critical and trustworthy partner for deepening our collaboration with the multilateral body. Together, we envision a free, open, and inclusive Indo-Pacific where peace, security, and prosperity would continue to thrive. Our nations share common interests in maritime security, trade, and regional stability, and I'm confident that our partnership will further deepen and grow with the ASEAN context as well as in the wider Indo-Pacific region. Ladies and gentlemen, today, India has emerged as the fourth largest economy in the world, with a GDP of $4.17 trillion US. It is estimated to further gallop to its next goal of becoming the third largest economy within the next 2 years. India's economic transformation under the visionary leadership of 𝗟𝗏𝗡𝗙 Pradhan Shri Narendra Modi ji is setting an example on the global stage. Our goal of becoming a 5 trillion economy by 2030, powered by bold reforms, digital innovations, and infrastructure development that supports inclusive growth could be realized well before the targeted date. Our ambition of becoming a 𝗟𝗏𝗡𝗙 Bharat, that is a developed India by 2047, the centenary year of our independence, is propelled by the most transformative initiatives such as 𝗟𝗏𝗡𝗚 Bharat, Digital India, Startup India, and Make in India. We seek substantial collaboration from the Indian diaspora overseas, particularly that in Malaysia, to collectively build a 𝗟𝗏𝗡𝗙 Bharat by 2047. Ladies and gentlemen, let me conclude by extending my warm wishes to the Indian community in Malaysia. I hope we will continue to work together for the rapid and transformative development of both our countries in the coming times. I once again congratulate 𝗟𝗏𝗡𝗚 Malaysia for organizing the spectacular celebrations of the third PIO Day that has now become an annual event. I wish the ongoing celebrations a grand success. It has become already a grand success. Congratulations, and I would like to request you for a big round of applause for all the officials and workers and members of 𝗟𝗏𝗡𝗚 Malaysia. Thanks once again. Namaskar, Vanakkam, Dhanyavad.
Thank you, Your Excellency. I would like to kindly request His Excellency to remain on stage, please. I now would kindly invite YB Senator Puan 𝗟𝗓𝗏𝗡𝗚, Deputy Minister of National Unity Malaysia, to kindly come up on stage. I request His Excellency Sri Pavitra Margarita to felicitate YB Senator Puan 𝗟𝗓𝗏𝗡𝗚. I would also like to request both dignitaries to remain on stage, please. Ladies and gentlemen, to proceed with the official inauguration ceremony, I would like to kindly invite Mr. 𝗟𝗓𝗏𝗡𝗚, President of GoPIO Malaysia, Dr. Ponnuswamy, President of GoPIO International, and Mr. Ravindran Arjunan, Secretary General of GoPIO International, and other dignitaries to join His Excellency and YB on stage for this ceremony. I would also like to request the High Commissioner of India to be on stage too. Ladies and gentlemen, we now begin the official inauguration ceremony of the 3rd PIO Day Malaysia 2025, jointly led by His Excellency Sri Pavitra Margarita and YB Senator Puan 𝗟𝗓𝗏𝗡𝗚. To mark this significant occasion, we are proud to unveil this year's official theme of PIO Day. This year, we celebrate our roots, our growth, and the enduring spirit of unity among persons of Indian origin. As part of the ceremony, we now present a symbolic gimmick performance by the talented Balsams Creative Kids who will bring this theme to life.
From the shadows, they emerge, the tempters, the tricksters, the forces of distraction and doubt. They come with chaos in their eyes, trying to dim the flame, to steal the light meant for all. Ha 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 ha! They push, they tempt, but the light does not falter, for true light can never be extinguished. the angel of light, bearer of hope, unity and truth. And now, in the presence of noble heart, passes the flame to ignite new beginnings. Let the lamp of wisdom be lit. Let the shadows flee. Let the journey begin. We welcome you all to a celebration of life, learning, and a legacy.
Thank you. Thank you. That was a wonderful gimmick. Dignitaries, I would like to request all of you to remain on stage, please. Ladies and gentlemen, as we celebrate this meaningful occasion, it is important to also recognize those who have stood by us with unwavering support. Our PIO Day partner organizations have continuously extended their resources, time, and commitment in making this event and many others a great success. We are deeply grateful for their collaboration and dedication. To honor their contribution, we will now present plaques of appreciation to our valued partners. May I kindly invite His Excellency Sri 𝗟𝗡𝗪 Margarita to present the plaques to the representatives of the following organizations as I read their names. First, I would like to call upon Mr. S.S. Pandian, President of Malaysian Tamil School Headmasters Association, Dr. 𝗟𝗓𝗡𝗡 Nair, Advisor of Universal Peace Sanctuary Malaysia, Mr. Tiruna Karasu, Treasurer of HYO Port Klang, Mr. Vishwanathan Suppiah, Vice Chairman of Hindu Sevai Sangam, Mr. R.V. Lingam, President of Malaysian Hindu Lawyers Association Malaysia, I would also like to kindly request all recipients to remain on stage after receiving their plaques, as we will be taking a group photo shortly. Ms. Jayashree Gar, Secretary General MIDA of Malaysia India Diaspora Association, Dato B. Sahadevan, Managing Director of NFLCS, Mr. Padma Silan, Director of IYC, Dato M. C.M. Vigneswaran, President of Cyberjaya University, Dr. Dr. 𝗟𝗚𝗡𝗙𝗚𝗑𝗡, President of 𝗟𝗚𝗩𝗡 Association of Malaysia. Mr. Gopalan Nair, Representative of AMMA. Mr. Subramania Muthusamy, President of Mayuk. Mr. Sivarao, President of Telugu Academy of Malaysia. Ms. Vijayalakshmi Sundarajan, Director of India Culture Center. Dato Bupatrai from Gujarati Association of Malaysia. Dato Tamal Selvam, President of the Federation of Indian Chambers of Commerce and Industry. Mr. Thanasegaran, President of QMIC. Mr. Rishi Kumar, President of Malaysian Hindu Dharma Mahmandram. Mr. Don Ranjitu, President of Indrigas. Mr. R.S. Pannu, President of Punjabi Diaspora. Dr. 𝗟𝗚𝗏𝗡𝗚𝗓𝗏, Founder Member and Deputy President of Oriya Society of Malaysia. Dr. Kanta Rao, Chairman of Telugu Foundation. Mr. Pasupati, Director of MySkill. Mr. Lechumanan Kandaswamy, President of Persatuan Kebajikan Kongu Malaysia. Dr. Chitra, General Secretary of EWRF. Major Baldev Singh, First Vice President of MSU National. Mr. Yogesh Joshi, Vice President of Bharat Club. Mr. Satya, President of Bharatiya Association of Malaysia. Mr. Sujoy Ram Chowdhury, Secretary of Club Rekreasi Abidjan. Mr. Girish Kumar Patyanat, Vice President of Malaysia Odia Association. Mr. Gunajit Das, President of Assamese Association. Mr. Amit Gupta, President of Marwari Yuva Manch. Last but not the least, Mrs. Sargam Raji, Media and PR of Maharashtra Mandal, Malaysia. To remain on stage and gather in the middle of the stage for a group photo, please. Excellency. We kindly request His Excellency Sri 𝗟𝗏𝗡𝗚 and the other dignitaries to remain on stage, please. Thank you, Your Excellency, and thank you to all our partner organizations for your continued support. You may now return to your seats. We kindly request His Excellency and other dignitaries to remain on stage, please. Ladies and gentlemen, the International Day of Yoga is a global initiative that celebrates wellness, discipline, and unity, values that deeply resonate with both Indian heritage and Malaysia's multicultural spirit. Every year, 𝗟𝗏𝗡𝗚 Malaysia proudly organizes the International Day of Yoga, uniting communities from all walks of life in the spirit of wellness and harmony. This year's 11th International Day of Yoga 2025 was no exception, and it would not have been possible without the tireless support of our partner organizations. Let us take a moment to look back at some highlights of this memorable event.
Yoga, an ancient Indian practice meaning to unite, brings harmony to body, mind, and spirit. Celebrated worldwide for its many benefits, it was honored by the UN as International Day of Yoga on 21st June, following India's 2014 proposal backed by 175 nations. Every year, 𝗟𝗏𝗡𝗚 Malaysia, together with the High Commission of India, proudly organizes the International Day of Yoga, celebrating this invaluable gift from India's ancient tradition. From vibrant open-air gatherings at iconic landmarks, to peaceful sessions in schools, community halls, and cultural centers, each event reminds us that yoga transcends borders and beliefs. Through asanas, pranayama, and meditation, thousands come together to embrace healthier lifestyles, inner peace, and collective harmony. Children, youths, families, and elders move as one, guided by dedicated instructors, volunteers, and community leaders. Looking ahead, 𝗟𝗏𝗡𝗚 Malaysia aims to reach every Tamil school in Malaysia by 2030. Ensuring that young generations benefit from yoga's timeless wisdom and healthy lifestyle practices. The International Day of Yoga by 𝗟𝗏𝗡𝗚 Malaysia and the Indian High Commission has grown into a movement that inspires wellness and togetherness, strengthening Malaysia's spirit of diversity and unity. As we breathe, stretch, and meditate together, we honor yoga's timeless message of balance, mindfulness, and peace for all. Join us as we continue to spread the light of yoga for a healthier, happier, and more harmonious world.
To share a brief insight into this year's celebration, may I now invite Mr. Ravindran Archudan, 𝗟𝗏𝗡𝗚 Malaysia's yoga coordinator, to say a few words.
Ladies and gentlemen, His Excellency, I just want to give a little brief of what happened to yoga. When the first International Day of Yoga was celebrated in 2015, 𝗟𝗡𝗩𝗚 is one of the main partners with the Indian High Commission to celebrate International Day of Yoga. For 2 years, we continued celebration in yoga. By 2016 and 2017, we decided that 𝗟𝗡𝗩𝗚 will reach out to all the Tamil schools in Malaysia. That was our goal. Friends, we started with the support of a lot of NGOs, which we're going to appreciate afterwards. With their support, the first year we reached out to 25, followed by 20, 50, 100, and last year, 2024, we touched base with 200 Tamil schools in the country. Basically to introduce yoga so that they can start practicing yoga early in their life. Friends, this year, we are still ongoing. We hope to touch base with 250 Tamil schools this year, with all your support. With that, I want to take this opportunity to truly appreciate the yoga instructors, the yoga coordinators, the regional coordinators and state coordinators of yoga, where we managed to do the entire program throughout the country. I would like to welcome all these yoga recipients certificate. It will be a proud moment to be. We are happy to actually be given away by the very Indian government. I also want to mention for this initiative, the Indian High Commission, Mr. 𝗟𝗓𝗓𝗚 and his team were very, very, very helpful. We managed to go so far with the strong support of the Indian High Commission and especially Mr. 𝗟𝗓𝗓𝗚. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the supporters and collaborators of yoga, introducing yoga to Tamil school. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Ravindran Arjunan. Now, I may kindly invite His Excellency Sri Pavitra Margarita to present certificates of appreciation to our yoga supporting partners as I read their names. First, I would like to invite representative of Mr. S.S. Pandian from Persatuan Presiden Guru Besar SJGT Malaysia, Mr. S. Padmasilan, Malaysia India Diaspora, Mr. Sugumaran Sundram, Hindu Youth Portland, Mr. Krishnamurthy Marimuthu, Yoga Coordinator Negeri Sembilan, Mr. Vaithilingam Raju, Malaysia Hindu Lawyers, Mr. Tamilarasu Subramaniam, Persatuan Guru Besar SJGT Malaysia, Dr. Sarasi, Universal Peace Sanctuary Malaysia, Madam Santa, Yoga Instructor, Mr. Subarao Appasamy, Persatuan Guru Besar Negeri Kedah, Mr. Kupusamy, Yoga Instructor, Mr. Munusamy, Yoga Instructor, Mr. Rishi Kumar, Malaysia Hindu Dharma Mahamandra, Mr. Satish Krishnan, MyCom Malaysia, Madam Vigneshri, Kriya Hatha Yoga, Madam Sumati, Pure Life Society, Mr. Shankar, Kriya Hatha Yoga, Mr. G. Mahalingam, Dindings India Association, Mr. Bala Dharmalingam, Dean University of the Americas, Mr. Navindiran, Hindu Youth Organization, Mr. Uma, Persatuan MIYC Perak, Mr. G. Sivakumar, Persatuan Kebajikan dan Kebudayaan Balakong Selangor, Mr. Umeshwar Ryan, Anti-Aging Yoga Wellness Malaysia, Mr. A. Sambadan, Majlis India Malaysia Cawangan Puchong, last but not the least, Mr. V. Sunathan, Hindu Seva Sangam. And we kindly request all recipients to remain on stage for a group photograph at the end. kindly request everyone to gather in the middle of a stage for a group photo. Thank you, His Excellency NYP. Dignitaries to please remain on stage. We have more segments. To other recipients, you all may kindly remain to the seat. Thank you. Yes, thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, we now move on to a proud academic milestone for 𝗟𝗑𝗩𝗚 Malaysia, the presentation of the second edition of the Journal of People of Indian Origin Studies. 𝗟𝗑𝗩𝗚 Malaysia launched this journal to explore the history, migration, and present-day realities of people of Indian origin with a special focus on Southeast Asia, while also welcoming scholarly contributions from across the globe. May I now invite Professor Dr. 𝗟𝗓𝗏𝗡𝗟𝗏 from University Kebangsaan Malaysia, Advisor to the 𝗟𝗑𝗩𝗚 Malaysia Academic Committee, and Mr. 𝗟𝗓𝗏𝗏𝗡𝗟𝗏, Vice President of 𝗟𝗑𝗩𝗚 Malaysia and Chairman of the Academic Subcommittee, to come forward on stage, please. They will now present the journal to His Excellency Sri 𝗟𝗑𝗏𝗧𝗏 Margarita and YB Senator Puan 𝗟𝗓𝗏𝗡. We are also pleased to announce that this journal is officially approved by Kementerian Dalam Negeri for publication and will soon be made available online for wider access. We kindly request all dignitaries to remain on stage as we proceed with the next highlight of the evening. Next, we move on to a special and forward-looking moment, the official launching of PIO Youth Connect Nexus. PIO Youth Connect Nexus is an international platform established by 𝗟𝗑𝗩𝗚 International to unite youth of Indian origin from diverse backgrounds across the globe. Spearheaded by Malaysia, the Youth Connect Nexus aims to foster cross-border collaboration, leadership development, and cultural exchange among young PIOs. This initiative envisions building a vibrant and connected global Indian youth community that actively contributes to social impact, innovation, and inclusive development. By bringing together students, professionals, entrepreneurs, and change makers, the Youth Connect Nexus provides opportunities for networking, mentorship, and joint action on global issues. Ladies and gentlemen, may I now invite the Youth Global Nexus Committee members who are present with us tonight to kindly come forward and join us on stage for the official launching gimmick.
Jesus. Oh, that's not good. No, no, no.
Thank you to the Youth Connect Nexus Committee. thanks us for being part of this milestone. Dignitaries, I appreciate if you guys can kindly remain on stage for one last segment. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, as a gesture of our sincere gratitude, we will now present tokens of appreciation to our honored chief guest. May I invite Mr. 𝗟𝗓𝗡𝗔𝗠𝗜𝗡, President of GoPio Malaysia, to kindly present the token of appreciation to His Excellency Sri 𝗟𝗓𝗡𝗔𝗠𝗜𝗡 and YB Senator Puan Saraswati. Thank you, Your Excellency. Thank you, Your Excellency. Thank you, YB. Please join me in giving them both a warm round of applause for their presence and support tonight. Dignitaries, you may now return to your seats. We are done with the segments. Ladies and gentlemen, that concludes the official inauguration ceremony of the 3rd PIO Day Malaysia 2025. We thank all our distinguished guests for joining us on stage and to all of you for your warm participation. With that, dinner is now served. Please enjoy your meal and the rest of the evening.
Sir. Sir. Sir, you have to go.
Thank you so much. It is an absolute pleasure and honor to come here again. I wish you the very best. Sure.
Ladies and gentlemen, dinner is now served. Please enjoy your meal and the rest of the evening.
ఇక్కడే ఉన్నారా?
As you dine, we are pleased to invite Mr. 𝗟𝗏𝗡𝗚𝗓, Secretary General of GoPIO International and Organizing Chairman, to deliver the closing remarks for tonight's official proceedings.
My apologies for the delayed dinner. While you're eating, I think we owe a lot to many people who have made this program a success. I would like to take the opportunity to thank the Minister of State, who graciously, he's actually historic. It's the third time we have a Minister of State inaugurating a PIO day. I also want to take the opportunity to thank the Secretary is Mr. 𝗟𝗏𝗡𝗚𝗡, who also graced the function today. My sincere appreciation to the delegation from the Ministry of External Affairs from India, and my special thanks to JS. I had a privilege of meeting him before, Mr. 𝗟𝗏𝗪𝗔𝗠𝗜𝗡, Diaspora Engagement, and of course, very special thanks to the team, to Mr. B.N. Reddy, who is the High Commissioner of India to Malaysia, and his entire team, especially to the Deputy High Commissioner of India, Ms. Subhashini Narayan, Ms. Rochas, Mr. Rajesh, Ms. Dr. 𝗟𝗏𝗡𝗚𝗡, and of course Padmini and a team at the Community Affairs Cell. I also want to take this opportunity to thank the academic team that has done a wonderful job this morning under the leadership of Shashi and Dr. Prof. Ravi. It's a very good session, and I also want to take this opportunity to thank tomorrow's session. There will be Sitta and a conference coordinated by Dr. Baladharmalingam and Mr. Nityanandan, and I also want to thank PEPTIM, which is the collaborative partner of GoPIO in organizing the Siddha and Ayurveda conference. Friends, all this was not possible without the help of the PIO NGOs of this country, including the NRIs from various states of India. The technical team, thank you very much. The volunteers, thank you very much. You did a wonderful job. Really appreciate. The presentations were good. I want to, please give them a big hand. I know you are eating. Give them a big hand. And not forgetting the media for their support. Ladies and gentlemen, please enjoy your meal. We shall meet again on the 4th PIO day. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Ravindran. Ladies and gentlemen, as you enjoy your dinner, we are honored to present a series of captivating cultural performances that reflect the vibrancy and depth of Indian arts and heritage. We begin with Bharatanatyam performance by the students of Dr. Sharmala Subramaniam from SPNA Performing Arts. Please welcome them to the stage.
ஜம் தத்தித்தாம் ஆம் தாம் தாம் தித் தரிக்கிட தகத ஜம் தக்க ஜம் தஜம் தத்தித்தாம் ஆம் தாம் தாம் தித் தரிக்கிட தகத ஜம் தக்க ஜம் தஜம் தத்தித்தாம் ஆம் தாம் தாம் தித் தரிக்கிட தகத ஜம் தக்க ஜம் தஜம் தத்தித்தாம் ஆம் தாம் தாம் தித் தரிக்கிட தகத ஜம் தக்க ஜம் தஜம் தத்தித்தாம் ஆம் தாம் தாம் தித் தரிக்கிட தகத ஜம் தக்க ஜம் தஜம் தத்தித்தாம் ஆம் தாம் தாம் தித் தரிக்கிட தகத ஜம் தக்க ஜம் தஜம் தத்தித்தாம் ஆம் தாம் தாம் தித் தரிக்கிட தகத ஜம் தக்க ஜம் தஜம் தத்தித்தாம் ஆம் தாம் தாம் தித் தரிக்கிட தகத ஜம் தக்க ஜம் தஜம் தத்தித்தாம் ஆம் தாம் தாம் தித் தரிக்கிட தகத ஜம் தக்க ஜம் தஜம் தத்தித்தாம் ஆம் தாம் தாம் தித் தரிக்கிட தகத ஜம் தக்க ஜம் தஜம் தத்தித்தாம் ஆம் தாம் தாம் தித் தரிக்கிட தகத ஜம் தக்க ஜம் தஜம் தத்தித்தாம் ஆம் தாம் தாம் தித் தரிக்கிட தகத काशीनाथ विनुत चरित्र वामन रूप महेश्वर पुत्र तद्विपुजे पुजे दक्कणं पिण करुण जूडुमं पट्ल पराहु शायक विघ्न विनायक देव प्रणामु किटतक दिक्किटतक तुम किटतक नम किटतक
Thank you to the students of SPNA Performing Arts for their graceful and vibrant performance. Next, we also have Bharatanatyam performance by Ms. Puvanjali Ramash from Vijayalakshmi Kala Alayam Fine Arts.
ஆனந்த தாண்டவ நடமிடும் ஆனந்த தாண்டவ நடமிடும் ஆனந்த தாண்டவ நடமிடும் ஹரிதம் தனதக் ஜோம் தக் திமி தக் கலம் புதக் திக் தக் ததிங்கின தோம் தக் திக் தக் நகஜம் தரிக் தக் தாம் ததிங் ததம் தனம் ததாம் தர்கதம் தர்கதம் ததிங்கின தம் ததிங்கின தம் ததிங்கின தம் தக் திக் தக் நகஜம் தரிக் தக் தாம் ததிம் ததம் தனம் ததாம் தர்கதம் தர்கதம் ததிங்கின தம் ததிங்கின தம் ததிங்கின தம் தக் திக் தக் நகஜம் தரிக் தக் திக் தக் நகஜம் தரிக் தக் தக் திக் தக் நகஜம் தரிக் தக் திக் தக் நகஜம் தரிக் தக் தக் திக் தக் நகஜம் தகுந்தரிக் தக் தக் திக் தக் நகஜம் தகுந்தரிக் தக் தக் நம் தகரம் தக் திக் தக் நம் தாம் தக் தீம் தக் தும் தக் நம் தக் தாம் தர்கதம் தர்கதம் ததிங்கின தம் ததிங்கின தம் ததிங்கின தம் தாம் தர்கதம் தர்கதம் ததிங்கின தம் ததிங்கின தம் ததிங்கின தம் தாம் தாம் தர்கதம் தர்கதம் ததிங்கின தம் ததிங்கின தம் ததிங்கின தம் ஆனந்த தாண்டவ நடமிடும் ஆனந்த தாண்டவ நடமிடும் ஆனந்த தாண்டவ நடமிடும் ஆனந்த
Ramesh for that elegant and expressive performance. We now welcome Reel Production by Boston's Creative Kids and Boston's Events and Productions under the guidance of teacher 𝗟𝗓𝗡𝗚 for the next performance.
श्री गुरु चरण सरोज रज निज मन मुकुर सुधारी बरनौ रघुबर विमल जसु जोदायक फलचारी बुद्धिहीन तनु जानिके सुमिरो पवन कुमार बल बुद्धि विद्या देहु मोहि हरहु कलेश विकार। गणनायकाय गणदैवताय गणाध्यक्षाय धीमहि गुणशरीराय गुणमण्डिताय गुणेशानाय धीमहि गुणातीताय गुणाधीशाय गुणप्रविष्टाय धीमहि एकदन्ताय वक्रतुण्डाय गौरीतनयाय धीमहि गजेशानाय भालचन्द्राय श्रीगणेशाय
A big thank you to the young talents of 𝗟𝗟𝗡𝗏's Creative Kids and the entire team for the lively and delightful showcase. Up next is 𝗟𝗓𝗏𝗡𝗏 𝗟𝗑𝗡𝗏𝗡 presented by 𝗪𝗏𝗏 Fine Arts under the guidance of teacher Srimati 𝗟𝗓𝗏𝗏𝗏 Govindapillai.
அடிமை என்று உலகமெல்லாம் கன்னடிமை என்ற உலகமெல்லாம் அறியுமே சாமி கன்னடிமை என்ற உலகமெல்லாம் அறியுமே சுவாமி தன் அடிமை என்ற உலகமெல்லாம் அறியுமே சுவாமி தன் அடிமை என்ற உலகமெல்லாம் அறியுமே சுவாமி தன்னடிமை என்ற உலகமெல்லாம் அறியுமே சுவாமி தன் அடிமை என்ற உலகமெல்லாம் சுவாமி தன் அடிமை என்ற உலகமெல்லாம் அறியுமே நாமாமிருத பானமே என் ஜீவனமே என்று நம்பினரே 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 நாமாமிருத
சேவடி தரிசனம் என்ற கிடைக்கும் எனவே ஏங்கினே சாநித நிதமா மக மக சாநித தனி சக மகனி சரிகம கமக சா நிரி சனி சனி நித மக ச க மதனி சாபீனந்தன் அடிமை செஞ்சடாதவியில் இளம் பிறை தேவகங்கையும் ஒரரபு பட இளநகை தவழும் செவிதருடன் தடின் என சிதம்பரம் தன்னை ஆடும் சுவாமீன தன் அடிமை என்ற உலகமெல்லாம் அதியுமே சுவாமீன தன் அடிமை நடராஜா தேவா சச்சிதானந்த நடராஜா தேவா சச்சிதானந்த மாதேச நிரே சனி தனி சனி சரி நடராஜா தேவா காதல் கொண்ட இவளை பாடும் அழகு காதல் கொண்ட இவளை நடராஜா தேவா மாமக மக சனி சச நிதனி சரிக கமதனி சனித மக சனி சரிக நடராஜா தேவா.
Thank you to the dancers of 𝗟𝗓𝗏 Fine Arts for the powerful and devotional performance. Finally, we present a teaser performance from an upcoming production, 𝗟𝗓𝗏𝗡 of Puranas for Kids by Valsan's Creative Kids, led by teacher 𝗟𝗓𝗡𝗏 Valsan.
From the mighty Kailash to the sacred rivers, from sky to earth, our divine guardians come forth with love, light and wisdom. Let's welcome the gods and goddesses of our stories. The cosmic dancer, Lord Shiva, ends, so life begins anew. Mother Parvati of compassion and might the heart of divine womanhood.
Ganesha, Kartikeya. Shiva, the destroyer of darkness. In stillness, I dance the universe. I am Parvati, strength and love combined. I hold the world with kindness. I am Ganesha. I remove all obstacles, big and small, wisdom and sweet. I lead them all.
Ganesha, the elephant-headed god, every child's joy.
I am Kartikeya. I ride the peacock and fight for peace. Victory is mine without fears and fears.
Kartikeya, the youthful warrior, brave, bold, and divine.
I am Musika. Lord Ganesha to the sky.
Musika, the smallest friend with the biggest heart.
I am Pika, the colors of pride. I guide Kartikeya for every day.
One day, Narada came along bringing a precious mango. He had something up his sleeves. Well, you know him.
I am Narada, Narayana, Narayana, with music and mischief. I bring divine Brahma, Narayana, Narayana.
Narada singing truths with laughter. Lord Vishnu brings peace through every era. The glowing goddess of prosperity. Who else could it be, if not for our Ma Lakshmi?
I am Vishnu. I protect the world in every age with balance, love, and dharma's wage.
I am Lakshmi. I bring the wealth, not just gold, but peace and joy in hearts untold.
Come on, Lakshmi.
Janana janana tanana tanana do. Janana janana tanana tanana do. Janana janana tanana tanana janana janana tanana tanana do. Janana janana tanana tanana do. Janana janana tanana tanana geeta dhumi kuta kadhim natra kita tu naach rahe gori tumhare daita tumhare
crater. I dream stars and paint the skies. I am Saraswati. Learn and grow with songs and art. Knowledge shines in every heart.
That's where every story begins, and our guiding star of wisdom. And now, we're going to get glimpses of the great Ramayana. Let's watch what happens after King Ravana abducts Ma Sita.
I am Lakshman. I serve with love. I guard with might. My brother's shadow always right.
Lakshman, the path of selfless service.
Oh Ram, my brother, I'm coming.
Kind and brave, through trials I stand. I am Sita with strength so grand. But now, I'm waiting for Ram. Oh Ram.
Ma Sita, grace in adversity.
I am Hanuman, Jai Sri Ram, with heart. So true I fly with mountain to rescue you. Sitama? Sitama?
Hanuman's courage lifts the world.
Who are you?
I am Hanuman.
This is Ram's.
Last but not least, we have Krishna, spreading love through Leela and laughter. Queen of Madurai, Meenakshi, fierce yet fair.
பாண்டிய குல பேரரசி உலகத்தின் முதல் பெண்ணரசி மதுரையை ஆளும் எங்கள் மங்கையர்க்கு தனியரசி சிறநாளமாய் உடைய அங்கையர் கண்ணி தடாரகை நாச்சியார் வரா வரா வரா
I am Meenakshi. I rule with grace. I fight for right. Meenakshi, the warrior light. I am Krishna. Wherever I found the flute sweet sound, I bring joy to the world.
Together they rise, each with a light. Different paths, one divine truth. In every being, their stories live. In every child, their strength shines. This is the divine harmony from heaven to our hearts. May unity, dharma, and goodness always be instilled in our hearts.
And this is our mini troop from Balsan's Creative Kids, and I'm thankful to share we are soon launching Chinna Kada of Puranas for kids, first time ever in Malaysia. Thank you. Don't miss our Lil Ayappa, the journey from within. Stay tuned for more updates. Thank you. With this, I would like to say thank you to PIO inaugural team for giving us this opportunity.
That was a very creative and cute performance. Thank you to Team Balsam's Creative Kids for the inspiring and heartwarming performance. Ladies and gentlemen, that brings us to the end of the 3rd PIO Day Malaysia 2025. On behalf of the organizers, we extend our sincere gratitude to all our distinguished guests, partners, performers, and of course, each and every one of you for being part of this memorable celebration. It has been an honor and a true pleasure to be your host this evening. Once again, my name is 𝗟𝗓𝗓𝗡 and I wish you all a safe journey home. Good night and thank you.